Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Needs this for par. No damage done. Made the par. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par threes, a short par five, and that opening par four. Now at the fifth hole, 424-yard par four.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee, isn't it?
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
Playing this par four, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, a little chip shot here from the fringe. Now, a lot of options. I've seen some players hit 6-iron, others will shut down like a sandwich.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. Some people just try and perfect like one club, but really the best chippers chip with a variety of clubs.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par. Now at the sixth hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par four, only 373 yards, and the short par four, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you... It's a tee shot pretty close to the narrow neck of that green. Awkward, whether you try and hit a little pitch and run or try and hit a lofted wedge and sort of pitch that ball a little closer to the hole.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. That's good work right there. Just to tap it. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Good putt. Now to the long par 5 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need two of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So, start with a good one.
His second shot here at the par 5. Frank, a chance to get home in two here on this par 5?
You would think so after a good tee shot, Rich. A very long, narrow green. The best shot would be to hit a nice, high, towering second shot, but anything that pitches on the front's going to skip forward.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday, and another opportunity on the way.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Just a beautiful approach shot.
Trying to make yet another birdie.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a tap in to finish the hole.
Nothing wrong with that par 5. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. All right, the winds are starting to pick up. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. What's the right way to approach it?
Well, you've really got to find out, first of all, the direction of the wind, and you have to be certain of it right now. And plus, if there's a gust, that's something you can't, you've got no control over.
Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Excellent front side. Trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going? This looks like it's going to find the target.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Frank, a par here, that's just fine. Out of the 11th hole, it's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
That has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Frank, here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again. because it slopes back into the player's face. The ball's not going to kick forward.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Will make birdie if he holds this putt.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Just a little tap in here.
Looks like par may not be good enough to get the job done here.
Big change in the top of the leaderboard. Get another birdie, so pushes them back to second.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Good contact, good result. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
110 to the flag. Frank, you think about the great rivalries in sports, the Yankees and the Red Sox, Ollie and Frazier, and in golf, Nicklaus and Palmer. Great athletes, great teams pushing one another to great heights.
It's amazing how that's gone forward too, because Nicklaus and Palmer really became Nicklaus and Watson. Then there was like Norman Faldo, but some would say that Faldo Ballesteros, 6 majors to 5 was even more important. But in this era that we're in now, I think we're all praying for that Woods-McIlroy rivalry. You know, Woods with 14 majors, McIlroy already with 4. That really is one to celebrate over.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
He'll take par and move on. Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. If you hit it anywhere on that, you can have a putt of some 20, 25 feet maximum for birdie.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Eight-foot putt here. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
Frank, take us down. Give us the player's eye view on this second shot here at 14.
I kind of like a second shot a little lower than normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously protecting against going left while you're trying to go directly at the flag. So just something a little lower than normal, I think, when you go.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Birdie try again here today. Good stroke, just came up empty.
Clean this up with a tap.
in the heart. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, I'm always fascinated by the way professionals approach the game and how different it is from us amateurs. You're not just standing up and hitting a shot, hoping to catch it on the middle of the face. You're thinking about lower high, left to right, or right to left.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought, really. You're either moving the shot away from something or towards something. So this is a great example here. You could be moving the ball away from the left side of the green, but closer towards the flag.
Locked in on the read and the speed. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a couple of feet. No damage done. Made the par. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. Ooh, a nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Nudge this one home, finish it up.
Did the job right there. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Reg. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. Really a chance to have a fast finish.
Coming down the home stretch here at the 17th, set up well for a chance to go after this flag stick.
Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
That hurts. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
It really did.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. I think that birdie will help the cause. There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think anybody looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of golf there in that first 10 is excellent.